Watch the class. Yes, very good. Shall we start the session? Ma'am, shall we begin the class?
Yeah, you can begin, ma'am. Tasin,
Yes,
ma'am, you
children,
can
can
begin.
begin
Yeah,
our
ma'am.
class. Okay.
Yeah.
So yesterday we were seeing about weeds. Okay. So what are weeds? Weeds are nothing but they are unwanted plants. So what are weeds? Weeds are nothing but they are the unwanted plants. Okay. So when we say unwanted plants, they are not useful to us. Okay. They don't give us any products. They just absorb the nutrients and other things which are needed by the useful plants. Clear? So these plants and these unwanted plants, no, they are stealing the nutrients. Clear? So they don't give us any useful products. So those plants should be removed. Okay. So the removal of these weeds, no, it can be in by three methods. Okay. First is manual method, and that's what I'll tell you, Caleb. Wait a minute. Okay. So first, yesterday I told you, I think you must have listened to it. Okay. See, first is this biological is the third method. So first method was manual method. So I told you, no. So the farmers will appoint a few persons who will be experts in knowing, recognizing the weeds, and they will remove the weeds. Okay, so they will once the weeds come grows to a certain height, no, then they can differentiate whether it is a useful plant or it is a weed. Then those persons know about the weeds, they will remove the weeds manually one by one. Okay, it is somewhat time consuming. Okay, but it is very safe. Okay, we are not using any chemicals. So even now, many farmers are depending on this method only, manual method, first method. Okay. Second method is chemical method. They use some chemicals to kill the weeds. They apply some chemicals. Those chemicals will not kill the useful plants. Okay. The chemicals will kill only the weeds. Okay. So they are called as weedicides. They are called as weedicides. Chemicals which kill the weeds are called weedicides. So we saw four types of very important chemicals are there. That is 2,4-D. 2,4-D. Dichlorophenoxyacetic acid. Yesterday we saw about it. D stands for dichlorophenoxyacetic acid. Then second one was dalapen. Dalapen. Then third one was metachlor. Third one was metachlor, and finally butachlor. So we saw four types of weedicides. Okay, but what happens, these are chemicals only. So when they kill the plant, they should contain some harmful substance. So when the farmers spray the chemicals, these chemicals, no, sometimes these chemicals will be uh, uh, over the grains or vegetables or fruits. Okay, that doesn't cause any harm to the plants, but they will be like in a form of powder or spray. No, they will be over the grains or vegetables or fruits. Clear? It will kill the weeds alone. So once it is harvested, no, you can see white color tinge like powder like substance will be over the vegetables or fruits. Clear? Even over the greens also. Okay, so we have to wash it thoroughly. Then only we have to cook it. Okay, so sometimes what happens, when we cook without washing it thoroughly, these chemicals enter into our body. When you eat any fruit without washing it carefully, raw fruit, when you eat it, those chemicals enter into our body. Those chemicals are very powerful that they cause many health issues inside in our body. Sometimes they may accumulate in the body cells and cause cancer. So chemical method, though it kills the weeds, sometimes it is harmful to human beings also. Clear? So I think this method is not so good according to me. Okay. The third method is the biological method. What is this method? They don't use any chemicals in biological method. Okay, they don't use any chemicals. Instead of that, they use certain insects. Okay, so the best example is cochineal insect. This insect is eats the leaves of the weed Opentia. So Opentia is the weed. Okay, this cochineal insect, no, the main food of cochineal insect is Opentia leaves only, Opentia plant only. Okay, so this cochineal insect feed on the weed Opentia, and it eats, it removes the plant completely, so that the useful plants will be saved. Clear? But if the field is of on large scale, no, farmers rely only on chemical method because it is very easy to spray the chemicals to kill the weeds. So we have to be careful that before cooking or before eating anything raw, we have to wash it. We have to soak it in water and keep it for a few minutes, wash it well, thoroughly, and then we have to eat it raw or cook it. Then it is safe. Clear? These are the three methods. So when we say about weeds, no, there are four important weeds, commonly grown weeds. Okay, these four important weeds, no, they grow very easily. Clear? So the seeds are carried by wind or by any bird. So these weeds are very common. Okay, we can say that each and every field will be having these weeds. Okay, so what are the four types of weed? First one is, they say that you can have the names. Okay, types of weeds. Okay, they say that grass, usually grass will grow along with the plants. Clear? First, a very simple one is grass. Okay, you can see a grass along with the paddy or wheat plant. Okay, second type is amaranthus. Amaranthus plant. This is also a weed. Okay, third one is chenopodium. The plant name is chenopodium. Okay, it is also a common weed. Okay, unwanted plant. Okay, the next one is convolvulus. Convolvulus. Okay, convolvulus is the common weed. And sometimes, no, they say that wild oats. Wild oats is also a weed. Okay, so we have five types of weeds, unwanted plants. First is a common grass. Okay, then amaranthus, chenopodium, convolvulus, and wild oat. These are the five types of. You can include opentia also. So the six are the common weeds. Clear? That grow along with the useful plant. Clear? Got it? This is the next important practices to remove the removal of weeds. Okay. Then the next topic is not only weeds. Okay. Pest also damage the crop. Okay. So not only weeds, pest also damage the crop. What are these pests? Pests are nothing but any animals, any microorganism, any microorganism or animals. When we say animals, we can include insects also. Okay, animals, all types of insects and rat, rabbits, all those things. Okay, snake, everything. So any microorganism or animal which will damage the crop, damage the crop. Okay, they may eat the crop, they may damage the root. Okay, so which may damage the crop or cause any diseases. Cause any diseases in plant. They are called as pest. So what are pests? Any microorganism or any type of animal. It may be an insect or rat, rabbit, snake or birds which will damage the crop or cause any diseases in plants, we call as pest. Yes, Harish. Very good, Harish. Yes. So this may they have estimated that every year some 10% of crop is damaged by this pest. Okay, when the farmer cultivates, no, finally when he harvests, 10% of crop will be lost by the farmer because of this pest. Clear? Sometimes, no, birds will eat the grains. You can see the birds, they will have some scarecrow in the field to uh, prevent the birds from eating the grains. Okay, sometimes, no, you can see the rat population. Okay, for this, no, we can see that snakes will be commonly found in the garden, to, in the field to eat the rat. The rat will, the rats will particularly be in the where the field contains pulses, groundnuts, carrots. You can see that rabbit in the carrot field. Okay, rabbits in the carrot, radish, and beetroot field. Okay, so these animals, no, they will eat the vegetables or they will damage the crops. Clear? Then how microorganisms will damage the crops? See, these microorganisms, no, they will grow on the leaves and they will destroy the grains or leaves, so that the farmer may not get the proper yield. Okay, so the usually, no, the fungus disease will be there, bacterial disease is there, and viral disease. These three are the common microorganisms which will cause some disease. Okay, fungus. So what is this fungal disease? They say that rust and smut. Rust and smut disease. Okay, that occur in wheat. So this, when fungus attacks the wheat, no, it causes rust and smut. What happens, no? The wheat plant, no, it will become like powder. The proper wheat grains will not be there. Then the plant has to hold the wheat, no, all the wheat will be destroyed by the fungus and it becomes like a powdered form. Yes, yes. See, the smut means, that's what I'm saying. It will eat the, see, you know that the wheat will be in a, see, like this one. Okay, so each will be holding some small pocket like structures. Inside this, the wheat will be there. Inside it, wheat will be there. The smut means the fungus will destroy the whole structure, the structure, so that that structure cannot hold the wheat. Okay, so the fungus cause two types of disease, rust and smut, that will destroy the wheat and will destroy that the bunch like structure which will hold the wheat. Clear? Then the bacterial disease. Bacterial disease, the bacteria will okay, very good. Okay. Yes, we might have seen the bacteria and virus, no, they cause the rolling of the leaves. You might have seen some many leaves will be very healthy. They will be having the full leaf like that. Sometimes, no, few leaves will be rolled like this. The leaves will be rolled. Okay, the leaves will not be of full shape. Okay, it will be of stunted growth. We say stunted growth. Okay, sometimes, no, you can see black color patches on the stem. Black color patches on the stem. The stem cannot carry the water completely. Okay, all this is because of this virus and bacteria. Okay, so even in potatoes you can see. Yes, you can find it. See, even in potatoes, no, when you buy the potatoes, some potatoes, no, you can see a dark color, the center inside the potato, a dark color rust-like structure will be formed. Okay, when you cut the potato, you can see this. That is called blight disease. Okay, sometimes the top of the potato also you can see some hole-like structure will be dark brown in color. Okay, no more. Rhizobium is a useful bacteria. Okay, rhizobium is a useful bacteria. These bacteria are disease-causing bacteria. Both cannot be same, no? Okay, so this fungus cause blight disease in potato. Okay, so it have seen, no, in ladies, in ladies finger, brinjal all, you can see many insect larvae will be inside it. You can see it will be somewhat brown color, powdered form will be there. All this because of this insects. Okay, so what happened? So what is a work of rodent? Why we say rat also as a pest? See, all the rat population we give a common name as rodents. Rodents includes rabbit, rat, and squirrels. Okay, rodent includes rabbit, rat, and squirrels. Okay, so we know that squirrels know they will eat the seeds of the. They will eat the seeds. Yes, bugs also will cause. I'll come to that. Okay, rodents we know very well. Rat will damage the root, that coconut, sorry, groundnut, pulses. Rat will eat all those things. Rabbit will damage the uh, uh, carrot, radish, beetroot. Squirrels will eat the seeds. That is, you might have seen many fruit trees. No, squirrels will damage the fruits. Okay, when they will get the smell of the fruit, no, they will damage the fruit. Okay, clear. When we talk about insects, no, many insects eat the damage. The very good example is grasshopper. We say locust, no, they will eat the leaves. Okay, so even if a big garden is there means, okay, if five locusts are there, they will eat all the leaves. Okay, they will eat all the leaves. They will damage all the leaves. Okay, then we have a famous beetle, weevil. Have seen the weevil? The tip will be pointing like this. A small insect with pointed tip will be there. Okay, if it bites, no, it causes painful. Bite is very painful. Okay, this weevil, no, they damage the grains. They will have seen small, even in our rice also it will be the small brown color insect, beetles. We call it as weevil. Okay, it will be like a big ant. Clear. Then one more thing is um, weevil, locust, and one more thing, termites. So these are the termites. You know, termites they live. They will damage the wooden articles. No, these termites can damage the stem and root of plants. Even a big grown tree also can be damaged by termites. So we can see this in commonly in coconut plant. The coconut trees will be damaged by the termites. Okay, so the coconuts the tree cannot produce more coconuts. Clear? Got it, children? So we have separate chemicals to kill each and every population. Commonly we call as pesticides. Commonly we call as pesticides. These are the chemicals used to kill the microorganism, insects, or like that. So we have specifically. So when it is insects, we say insecticide. When it is insect, we say insecticide. White insects in papaya. See, it may be, no, it is not squirrel. Okay, see, insects which damage the plants can be killed by insecticides. Okay, say they use rodenticides. Rodenticides to kill rats, mostly rats only. Okay, so the rat population only will be more in the uh, field where pulses, grams, and nuts are grown. Okay, then they use fungicides to kill the fungus. Okay, they use fungicides to kill the fungus. Okay, so these are the few things commonly used to kill the pest. Got it, children? Say they used to spray it. White insect. I think it should be a kind of weevil only, ma'am. White insect should be a kind of weevil. Clear? Okay? Yes. So usually, no, they used to spray this. They mix with water and they used to spray. I've seen a big tank. Tank will be there. They used to spray it with spray. Okay, sometimes. If it is a small field, I'll say one after the other, the names. Okay. Then otherwise, no, they will have some aircraft like structure. They will fill it with, it has a tank They'll fill the tank with insecticide or any pesticide. It has a spray. It has lot of spray. Okay, they will operate it. No, it will travel like a drone camera. Okay, it will travel all through the field. It will be spraying the help of small holes. It will be like shower. Okay, we said like the low flying aircraft like structure. I'll say that. Wait a minute. Okay. So the commonly used three types of pesticides, including termites. Okay. The famous thing is DDT. I think you know about this DDT. It's a very commonly used pesticide to kill all types of insects, rodents, termites, everything. Okay. Then you have diuron. Diuron. Okay. First is DDT, then diuron, and next is atrazine. Next is atrazine. Okay, these three are the commonly used pesticides. Okay, I think you have seen DDT. And DDT will, in the powdered form, you can see in public toilets or the roadside, they will be putting white color powder will be there. No, have you seen it? When you go to bus stand, even the roadside they will use this white color powder will be there, DDT. Okay, this DDT is very poisonous. It should not be inhaled. This DDT should not be used inside the house, inside the room. It should be used only in the open space. Okay, because we should not inhale this DDT. It is very poisonous. It may cause mutation in our body. Okay, it is also one of the reason they say that minute quantities of DDT accumulate in our cells and cause cancer. So it is not advisable to inhale all these chemicals. You should wear some mask before spraying it. Clear? Bleaching powder also is there, but they will spray this DDT when they have to kill the mosquito during winter season. No, I've seen they will spray the DDT. Okay, they'll spray it to kill the mosquitoes. Okay, bleaching powder also they will be in the powdered form as well as DDT. They will spray it to kill the mosquitoes or any other insects. Clear? Got it, children? Any doubts, children, regarding this? Any doubts you have? Okay. Yes. Shall we pass on to the next topic? Now, so far, we can first review what are the topics we have seen so far. Because we have come to the final part of the lesson. So first we plowed the field. Okay. Or we leveled the land. Okay. Then we went for irrigation. Then we removed the weeds. Okay, then we added here. I left one thing. We manured or we added fertilizer. Okay, then the pests were removed. Now the crops have been grown. First we plowed the field, then we leveled the soil, then we sown the Can you hear me, children? Can you hear me? Yes? Children, can you hear me?
Ma'am, we can hear you, ma'am.
Children, can you hear me? Okay. So then we added fertilizer, then we irrigated the plant. Okay. Then we removed the weeds and we added pesticides or insecticides. Clear? And finally, I don't know what happened, ma.
Even you are not visible, Tasin, ma'am. Your
I'm
video
not
is,
visible.
yes, ma'am. Even your video is disappeared.
The video is on, ma'am. We can see, ma'am.
My video is on, ma'am.
Oh, I cannot see here. Okay, I'll see.
We can see.
Ma'am, you
Ma'am,
are
video
audible.
is on.
Ah, here.
Both video and audio we can see.
Okay, then you can continue,
Ma'am, can
ma'am.
you hear me and see me? Am I
Yeah,
audible?
here I can hear, ma'am. You're audible, but only thing is, now you're visible, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
So finally, now the plants have been grown. Okay. Now we are going to harvest. The final stage is harvesting. Okay. So when we say harvesting, no, it includes a few processes. Okay. Harvesting includes cleaning the plant, removing the unwanted things, everything, and finally storing. It has few processes. Okay. We can see one after other. That is threshing is there. Okay. Winnowing is there. Once we harvest, we are going to thresh it. Winnowing is there, and finally the grains will be stored. Grains or any type of product obtained from the plants will be stored. We have four processes here. First is harvesting. Once a plant has grown, has attained the full complete growth, now the farmer has to remove the product from the plant. That's what we say harvesting. Okay. Now the mature crops has to be harvested to remove the useful product. That is, it may be a grain or it may be any type of vegetable or pulses or grams or nuts. That is what we call as harvesting. Okay, so people use different equipments for harvesting. Once they use sickle, we know a very good thing, sickle. Okay, sickle is nothing but it has a wooden handle. It has a wooden handle for holding and it has a curved shaped knife-like structure. It is a famous equipment used for harvesting, commonly used one when they do it manually. Okay, it has a very sharp knife-like structure, curved structure. It can be, the crops can be easily cut by means of this sickle. Okay, but nowadays, no, they use a machine called combine. Okay, they use a machine called combine. I think you have seen this machine. Okay, when they want to harvest the crop on large scale, no, it takes more time. Okay, by the time the crops may be destroyed by any pest or rain may damage the crop. So when they want to harvest the large scale farm, no, they use this machine called combine. So what is this combine? The combine is a machine which will harvest. It will be like a tractor. The tractor will be there. At the back of the tractor, you have the cutting equipments. Okay, cutting equipments will be there. Simultaneously, the crops will be cut. Okay, that is harvested, and it will be removed. The useful product will be removed from the crops. Both will be together. That's what we say combine. Okay, the crops will be cut and the useful products will be removed. Okay, we can say that threshing. Okay, that is called threshing. Okay, so Yes, at the back of the tractor, they will be having the cutting equipment, and it will be having a big machine-like structure which will remove the grains or pulses or any product. Okay, that's what we say combine. Both these are combined together. Harvesting as well as threshing is combined together. Okay, so usually no, if it is time is up, children.